What's up, y'all? This is Tommy Hathaway. This is 685 Performance, and I'm gonna bring you guys some good stick shift content. The kind of vehicles I have are I have a Dodge Challenger 392, a Chevrolet Silverado. I used to have a Coyote, so I've been a part of that game before too. Didn't go too far with it. I was gonna boost it, but I didn't. Basically, what this channel is about is I want to bring about a in-depth look on performance aspects of some of these vehicles, and the one I want to talk about the most is the 392s, 57s, and Hellcats and stuff for this video. But for honestly, the majority of my channel is probably going to be directed toward Mopar for a little bit. But the one thing that I really want to get across is you guys are so concerned about making way too much damn torque. And that's just being real. That's just being real. You're way too concerned about making torque. The 392 Challenger, the biggest problem that we face is the fact that there isn't much on the market helping us turn RPM. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear people say things like the 392 doesn't like RPM because it loves RPM. And here is my dyno graph to prove that. And I mean, these engines, HEMIs have always been the RPM engine of the performance industry, of the push rod industry. You know what I'm saying? HEMIs have always been the RPM engine, right? The main issue with the HEMIs in general is the fact that I believe people are viewing them like they're something they're not. These are not LSs. These are not small block Ford, small block Chevy, big block Ford, any of them. They're not big block Mopar. They're none of that. These motors don't have trunnions. They don't have any of that bullshit. Hell, the rockers basically float on a film of oil. If you know what you're looking, if you look at them, Like I said, if you look at my graph, 7,000 RPM. It didn't even. It pulled all the way to 74, before it fell off, and it fell off because of a mistake I made on my part. I decided that in my, short span of knowledge, that I was going to put a 90-degree silicone coupler on the thing. I decided that I was going to put a 90-degree silicone coupler on the thing, expecting it to actually, not crush at high RPM, and it did. But regardless, this is going to be a short, sweet video. Basically, I just aim to show that these cars have potential when done like everything else. Because if you look at a Coyote, what are guys doing to them? They're, anything pre-Gen 3. They're doing an intake manifold of some kind, whether it be Boss, GT350, 18 plus. They'll throw that on there. They ain't got to do cam work, but they'll throw that on. They'll throw the intake manifold on there, long tubes, maybe a GT350 throttle body, but it's not really necessary for them because of how they process here. But look at the LS. The ones that make the power, those dudes got similar recipes doing the same job. You know what I'm saying? They got heads, cam, intake manifold, big throttle body, Nick Williams. Look at LTs. First thing they do, heads, cam, rotofab, Nick Williams 103. And they're going to be mid to low 500s. My 392 HEMI with stock heads, remember that, stock heads, stock rods and pistons, made 530 rear wheel horsepower with an intake fucked up setup that was crushing at high RPM, made 530 rear wheel horsepower with long tube headers, intake manifold, throttle body, and a cam. Which, given that does sound like a lot, depending on what engine platform you come from. Like if you're a BMW guy or any of those turbo guys with a factory boosted car or something like that, that does sound like it's pretty extensive, but not really. For, you know what I'm saying, to make as much horsepower as heads, cam, intake, and all that LTs, I think HEMIs are doing pretty good. I'm gonna be bringing you guys some. I'm gonna be bringing you guys some videos of me uh, messing with the engine because it's torn down right now. I did spin it a little bit too high. I know. I literally just said the problem is we don't spin them high enough, but it was extremely high how I was trying to spin it. I stretched the rod trying to spin 8,000 RPM. And for stock rods and pistons, they did pretty well for that piston to be so fucking big. I'll talk more about my setup here soon, and get you guys some more videos. But basically, stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on just about everything I do. I wanna hit some racing events this year. There's a couple slush fests around here in Tennessee. I want to go to the Import Alliance in Bowling Green, Kentucky, get some racing in. I'll get you guys some more updates on that as it comes up. Also, on the stick shift content, I have more than a 392 Challenger. I have a Turbo LS Silverado that I did a T56 Magnum swap on. It's got a Holly. I'm gonna turn that up here soon once I fix it as well. I broke the rear end in it. I'm trying to show one of my buddies what it was like to shift the LS at damn near 8,000 RPM from first to second. Was not the best choice of action. I learned that pretty quick. So yeah. Other than that, I aim to bring you guys some pretty good car content. Hopefully it does pretty well. You guys receive it well. But yeah, like I said before, this is Tommy Hathaway with 685 Performance. Once these videos get rolling, and even now, hit me with some comments, likes, suggestions, the usual YouTube thing. And until the next one, I'll see you guys.